Hey, what's up, guys? People of YouTube, whoever watches videos, most people know me on YouTube as Olympic Rock. On PSN, I make gaming vids. Haven't for a while because of a lot of stuff that I'm going through in my personal life, which I will discuss in this video. But this video is kind of just to reach out to people who have suffered through very traumatic events in their life. People who suffer from chronic anxiety, PTSD, manic depression, OCD. I don't know if I said that already, but this video is meant for people who are suffering the same things that I am. Because I suffer from chronic anxiety, hardcore depression, OCD, and I'm really hoping that this video not only helps you guys, but also helps me, you know. So without further ado, let's get started. When I was younger, I suffered from something that was very traumatic. Something that was so traumatic that my brain locked it away and suppressed it. And about 3 years ago, it's been manifesting itself through very vicious things such as chronic anxiety, chronic stress anxiety, manic depression, OCD, and for the past 3 years, my life's been, the quality of life I feel has gone down. It's really taken a toll on me, and stuff physically, and mentally, emotionally, and I just want people to know that you know, you're not alone, and I know a lot of times you probably feel like you are alone because there's times where I still do, where I feel alone, but you're not, and that's what this video is for. It's just, if something really bad happened to you in your life, and it's really manifesting through anxiety and depression and things of that sort, there's things that you can do to improve the quality of your life, because I do know that anxiety and depression and OCD and stuff like that can really take a toll on your mind and your body and stuff, and it's just not healthy all around. So there's a few things that you can do that I'm going to discuss, and I don't make this video as like me being like I already have it all figured out, I know what to do, because I don't. I'm hoping that this video helping others helps me and stuff. But yeah, let's get into the list of what you can do to improve the quality of your life. Number one, I don't even want to say seek help, because a lot of people put a bad, like it's like it carries like a bad notion almost. People think. Don't be afraid to reach out. You know, like try, you know, see a therapist, somebody to talk to let things out that are bugging you. You know, a lot of people don't like to take meds, but a lot of people need them. Like me, I didn't want to take meds. Like I was the guy that was like too proud to do that, and that was foolish of me, because now I'm to this point in my life with my anxiety, depression, and OCD where it's affected me in many ways, really bad. And I feel like if I would have just reached out to begin with, it wouldn't be like this. Strength isn't only measured by how independent you are and how like me, like I keep things in. That's how I am. That's how I've been my whole life, and I solve issues that way. But I've come to learn that strength is also measured by realizing that you can't do something on your own and reaching out to people. To a degree, that can be considered courageous, almost, in a sense. The second thing that you can do is, it's really important, just as important as the first thing. You really need to know how to dig yourself out of the depression and anxiety, because you can take meds, you can talk to a therapist, but that only takes you so far. That takes you halfway. You take yourself the rest of the way. And if you can't learn to control what goes on in your head and the fears that you feel, you're not gonna, it's gonna be like half fulfilling and stuff. The recovery, if you will, or improving the quality of life of your life is only going to be it's going to be half-ass and stuff. And everybody knows things that are done half-ass don't last. Good words. But so you really need to learn to just be like, like when you're feeling shitty, you need to learn, to change that in an instant, and that's not going to be easy. That's going to take some time. I'm still working on that. I don't know how to do that. And the third thing that you can do is connect with people. It's just that, they're all of these things are just as important, as the first. Just connect with people. You can have a therapist, you can have a psychiatrist and stuff, and you could be, you can be positive and stuff. How I was saying, and you can be able to, break the vicious cycle of like sadness and stuff. You can do all that, but when you connect with people, it's like the cherry on top of the sundae. Like it connect with the people that you love, connect with your friends and family, and let me tell you, like if you try to connect with somebody and you open up and talk and they judge you and exit your life, they were never really there to begin with. They really weren't. For every one person, that exits your life, I'm guaranteeing you there's many more people that care and are willing to listen and will love you for you and stuff, and that's something that you got to keep in mind. If you open up and you have a bad experience, don't let that shut you down, because you can't. That's where step 2 comes into play. You can't let that shut you down. You gotta stand up and be, no, it's okay, fine. That person was never really, I never really mattered to that person to begin with, and you just keep moving forward, just push on. Now, something that I fear a lot is, my whole life I've always just kept everything in, like I've said, and just recently I've learned to open up and talk about things that are bugging me, things that are hurting me, but I've never really done it before, so now that I'm doing it now, like everything's just pouring out. It's pouring out, and sometimes it can really be overwhelming for people and stuff, and I fear every day that because I don't know how to slow it down with the things that I'm sharing, I feel like I'm going to lose people and stuff, and I'm just opening up to you guys now. That's just something that I worry about. Something it's really kind of weird to say this, but you're gonna have to learn to pump the brakes. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people like me, and it's really good to connect and share. I'm saying do it, but there comes a point where, like for me, like I'll talk about things all day, every day, for however long it takes and stuff, and I'll be, expressing my anxiety to people and stuff, and that strains relationships and stuff, and now I'm not saying, if they truly love you, they're never going to leave your life, but they are going to need you to back up a little bit, because they still have their well-being to look after and stuff, so that's just, I guess that could be step 4. You need to learn to take into consideration everybody else's feelings, even though yours are so out of whack. I'm still learning to do that. There's a relationship specifically that I'm worried about, that I'm straining, and it's perhaps the most important relationship in my entire life, because this person just makes me actually brings a smile to me. She shades in my gray life with vibrant colors and stuff, and lately though I've been very overwhelming and stuff, and I'm learning to just kind of pump the brakes on it and stuff. Is it easy? No, No, it's not. It's perhaps one of the hardest things to do, because I went from never talking about my feelings, never talking about anything, never, expressing myself, to all of a sudden I'm able to do that. But now I'm doing it way too much, and so I need to find a happy medium. And finding that happy medium can be very difficult, but you can do it. I'm working on it still and stuff, because I really don't want to lose something that can potentially be the most amazing thing that ever happened to me. Speaking in terms of the relationship I was speaking of, yeah, you just need to learn to find a happy medium in between it all. But it can be done. I'm still working on it, and I know I can do it. I know I can and stuff, because I'm a strong person. I've always been that way, stuff, and it's going to stay that way. Probably last but not least is, don't ever forget to smile. Ever. Even if you don't feel like it, just smile. Like, you could feel like absolute shit, like you feel like you're gonna die. Smile. Because optimism is probably the most healthiest medicine for you, and the most productive medicine. It in high doses, it can do real good things. It really can, and stuff. And I think a smile signifies, if that's the word that's appropriate, optimism and stuff. And just smile. That's like the period to the sentence. Well, guys, I really hope, anybody who's going through some shit like that, I hope this video helps them and stuff. And because making this video helps me and stuff. And oh my God, it's raining hard, but I love the rain. It's fine. But I'm about to wrap this up, guys. I really hope it helps. Don't forget, I'm Olympic Rock on PSN, and see you guys next time. Later.